Hey class, welcome to week 13. Now, I saw there was a discrepancy, and those of you who haven't turned in your social diversity sources and summaries, they are due tonight at 11:59. And please remember for week 12 that your assignment is also due for your discussion by 11:59 tonight as well. So next week we're going to be jumping into chapter 14, and chapter 14 deals with stress and all kinds of stressful aspects. So the big assignment for this week, besides finishing your inner jogger journal, is to watch the Kelly McGonigal review and reflection TED Talk, How to Make Stress Your Friend. Now, I did update that and I put the link in so you guys will be able to access it. So it's in HTML5, which means everybody should be able to easily get into it. Now I'm going to jump into week 14. Okay, so that's not this coming week, which starts on the 6th to the 12th. This is the 13th through the 19th. So if you haven't already done this, you most definitely need to. And that is start working on that inner jogger journal. This is a journal which is explained here, and I've got a rubric, and it's due on the 19th. And I'm not taking late assignments for this. So what you'll have to do, and it's a minimum of 3 to 4 pages. This could be up to 12 pages long. So what you're going to have to do for this particular assignment, and I've mentioned it a couple times already, is first things first, you guys need to do a 7-day review of your positive and negative stressors. And you need to do that and explain them. Okay, so the first part of the paper will be day 1. Okay, April 5th, and then you go 7 consecutive days in a row. After that, the second part is explaining what caused the most stress in your life during that particular week. The third section is your stress management strategies, and I'm going to be updating the chapter 14 PowerPoint here in a couple of minutes that's going to have at least a huge amount of stress management strategies. Now, you are required to have at least 2 websites that talk about the different strategies that you're going to use. So you're going to go in, you're going to explain the strategies that you're going to work for you, explain them in depth, why they're going to work for you, and then you're going to do it. I would use a few, okay, depending on what's going on in your life, and then use websites to support that as well. And then the last part of the Inner Jogger Journal is to explain how you can actually implement in detail these aspects as well, because this is a 75-point assignment, okay? I've had up to 12 pages. These are not read by anybody else, just me, so I'm going to explain that as well, okay? And it is due the 19th. And then there's a discussion over here. So we're going a little further, as you know, since we worked through spring break and the week the in-class classes have, we only have a couple weeks left. Now in week 16, which it's coming faster than you think, is when your final paper is due. And that is just not piling everything into the paper and say, hey, it's done. So I want you to carefully look, if you have time, at the rubric and how things should be set up. There's also the social diversity paper. I'm also going to be putting in examples of papers. I'm going to be putting in examples of APA format and other things in there so you have an idea on what the paper format should look like, because this is an actual longer paper. So if you have questions and concerns about that, please let me know. Let's jump back to this week, though. We're in week 13, okay? So if you haven't already started, you need to start now. Your journal's due, let's look, in 15 days, okay? Very, very, very close. It's due next week, okay? So make sure you get that stuff done. So this week is just a paper review, no discussion questions at all. So work on your journal. Ask questions. If you're not great at spelling, have me review it. Email it to me, okay? So, and then today by 11:59 is your week 13 homework. Otherwise, have an amazing week. Stay safe out there.